So, Elon Musk and the infamous Nazi salute. Was it something that was just misinterpreted, or was it on purpose? Now, it would be very hard to see it as not something that was done on purpose, that was purposely a Nazi salute. I mean, he did it twice, and it was a very definite, studied gesture. It almost was, I suppose it could have been spontaneous, but that might just mean that he's such an ardent Nazi that he just couldn't contain himself. Um, so, yeah. And somebody said on YouTube program that I was watching this morning, somebody said, well, even if it wasn't intended, can you imagine if somebody like Jeremy Corbyn had made the same salute, and how the media and, and kind of, I guess you could call them the centrists, would jump on that, and as kind of evidence, inverted commas, to say that, to try and call Jeremy Corbyn a Nazi. Yeah. But let's look at Elon Musk. Let's look at all the far right parties that he is supporting and offering to fund in Europe. Look at his support for Tommy Robinson. Look at the fact that he openly promoted anti-Semitic conspiracy theories a few years back when he blamed Jewish people for immigration. He basically rehashed an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory that claimed that Jewish people were behind an orchestrated plot to dilute, inverted commas, because this is the language of the white supremacist far right, to dilute Europe and America's whiteness, irrespective of the fact that America was actually, the indigenous peoples of America weren't white, or aren't white, and it was their land, So, and this guy's a South African as well, so I mean, he's got a nerve to complain about immigration when, like, his forebears, like, he's a descendant of immigrants, sort of white people from Europe who've gone to South Africa, So he's got a nerve to lash out at immigrants, who want to try and make a better life for themselves, and who aren't trying to take over Europe in any way. They just want to get by, But in his mind, they are trying to take over Europe, and in his mind, Jewish people are involved in these absurd international conspiratorial plots in his mind. So what does that tell you, And then he makes a gesture that looks very, very similar to a Nazi fascist salute. And some people are even saying, oh, it's the Roman salute. Well, that is the fascist salute, because the Roman salute was what Mussolini adopted. Oh, or you could say maybe, what's the word? I don't know. Kind of co-opted, appropriated. And I mean, to be fair, the Romans were pretty much the blueprint for fascism in a sense, I don't know how far their racism went, but as far as marching into other people's countries and enslaving the population and and controlling them, the Romans were the blueprint for that, and the Romans were what the fascists copied in the 1920s and 30s, So this is a fascist salute. You know, it's very difficult to not see that. And I'm not even going to start on what he thinks of trans people, because we all know what he thinks of trans people. We all know how he has banned free speech on X, and he brought in all these far right accounts who had been suspended before he took over. He brought them all back, all the very worst people, the Glinners, the Posey Parkers, there's other people as well, but I can think of those two as examples of transphobic people with who are on the far right. So, yeah. So, yeah. So please tell me what you think in the comments below. You know, because as I said, we already know he's far right. We already know he's got fascist leanings, and he probably got carried away with that sort of the frenzy that they were working themselves up into at that inauguration ceremony, which people had to pay £1 million for, a minimum of £1 million to attend. And so this should give you some idea of how populist, how much of men of the people a lot of these populists are, you know. They're billionaires, and all the tech billionaires were there. You know, it's frightening, and I really do feel very, very, very sorry for the people in the USA who are going to whose lives are going to be turned upside down as a result of this. I feel very sorry for the fact that all this is emboldening far-right thugs to go and attack people because of their religion, to attack people because they're Muslim, to attack people because they're Jewish, to attack people because they're black, to attack people because they're trans or gay or don't gender conform or whatever, you know. It just kind of makes a lot of those thugs think that they have the green light to do stuff like this. It kind of, when they see all these kind of establishment figures behaving like this and preaching all this toxic rhetoric against minorities and blaming things on minorities while the economy is going down because the billionaires in control who are doing all this stuff, who are making things bad for, you know, making workers poorer, they're shifting the blame onto minority groups. They're scapegoating them so that people don't see who the real culprits are in them not getting a pay rise, in their food prices going up because of Brexit, you know. So, yeah. So anyway, please let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'd just like to say solidarity to everybody who's been affected by this, you know, including my trans siblings in the USA. And I send you all my love, and take care and don't give in, you know, because there are enough good people out there. There are enough reasonable people, you know. There are enough morally intact people to be able to stand up to this and to defy all this hate, because believe it or not, most people just want to get on with their own lives, and most people have empathy, and they don't want to, you know, they don't want to see other people suffer, because at the very least they can put themselves in that other person's shoes and think, well, you know, how would I like it if it was me? You know, people believe in fair play. You know, people believe in that sort of human connection. People are capable of love. You know, most people are capable of love. So, yeah. So take care all, and I love you all. Bye.